Hi, Steve Bryant here at Nationwide's PrimeTime in Houston, Texas. With us, we have Jeff Rose with the furniture and bedding team. Jeff, how's the show going for you?
The show, well, we're 4 hours in, and I'm exhausted just watching all the orders being written. To be quite honest with you, it's been pretty fun to see. You put a bunch of hard work in, getting everything prepared, and then when those doors open, you cross your fingers, Steve, and it's the excitement. It's 4 hours in, and it's just been great. So.
Well, I walked through the furniture area, and there are a lot of vendors there.
There are.
Participation seems to be unusually large at this show. Who all do we have here?
Well, we've got this is our largest number of vendors we've ever had. We've got actually 60 vendors that are participating, and out of those 60, 12. What I'm really excited about is 12 are brand new. They've never been to PrimeTime before, and so what has been so encouraging and exciting about that is, as you know, Steve, Nationwide started as an appliance and electronics group. And we really started getting into furniture roughly about 15 years ago, and it's just been slowly building and building. And the furniture industry, it's truly starting to take notice and to take notice into Nationwide, and just how loyal the members are to the brands and to the vendor community. And my phone rang off the hook of vendors trying to get into the space. I actually had to turn some vendors away because we just didn't have the space. And so we've got first time, and we've been partners with like Best Home Furnishing for a while. They're showing here. We just signed Elements, and so they're here. Magnuson Home, and we just it's just a great floor. A lot of diverse categories, from mattresses, upholstery, case goods, occasional. We haven't. I think we're going to talk about a new category. We're getting into the gaming in a little bit, but we have a gaming vendor here now, and so it's
interesting.
It's fun. So.
Interesting. Well, the shows, there's so much that goes on here.
Yep.
But the centerpiece for the buyers are the deals.
Yes.
And there was PrimeTime Palooza. There's cashback. A lot of excitement around that. How did that shape up in the furniture category?
It's shaped up very, very nicely. The one thing about PrimeTime that the members the members that come, they get to see is these offers are only for the members that come here to the show. And so my team and I, we are working with the vendor community, just really trying to get the best possible opportunity for the membership when they come here. And so we were able, out of those 60 vendors, we were able to negotiate over 250 offers between show specials and cashback, and then an extra 350 Palooza offers. That the Palooza happened last night, and the vendors just loved it because they sold out of a bunch of product. And then when the show floor opened today, I've already talked to all the vendors, and a lot of them I've already reached their goal the first 4 hours here, and how it has to do with a lot of the offers that they provided. So
yeah.
So it's great. Just like SSB, Serta Simmons Bedding. They've got a deal where any product over $17.99, you're going to get $200 cash back. That's the new Beauty Rest Black Hybrid, the new iComfort hybrids that are launching, and Tempur Sealy, they're doing for the first time ever 7% cash back on our private label that we're doing with them, Golden Elegance and Crown Jewel. Flex Steel, first time ever that they are offering any type of cash back, 5% off. And we could just keep going and going, but the offers are here. But for the membership that's listening to this, if you don't come to PrimeTime, they're not available. And so come to PrimeTime.
Well, what's been exciting to see is everyone's looking for a safe place for profitability.
Yep.
And proprietary brands, private labels, those are always provide those. And I think there's some good news at the show around some of that as well.
Yeah, there really is. And so a big thing that we've been able to do, throughout the years is do private label on the bedding side, but the furniture division is really starting to get in there. We've been real selective on who we've been wanting to bring in as a furniture partner to help with this private label model. And So a big thing we were excited to announce with our partnership with FlexSteel last year was, part of the agreement was we were going to work together and develop a private label with them. And so we actually launched that at the New Orleans PrimeTime, and it did phenomenal. And year to date on that, we've got over 300 members who are currently selling the private label. And so FlexSteel saw the growth, saw the excitement, and so at this show we're actually launching our first case good group. It's a complete bedroom group that is available for the membership. Really, really awesome. And then also for the first time in the history of FlexSteel's existence, they've they're at a higher price point, $15.99, $17.99 on retail on sofas. Well, they're actually bringing out an exclusive model just for Nationwide at an $8.99 retail price point. Wow. And they've never been down at that price point. And so, if you go over to walk to the FlexSteel booth, you can't even get in there. People, dealers are so excited. And then you got Leather Italia USA. They're an extremely valued vendor partner of ours. They've got their iLeather. That's continuing to grow. And then on the private label on the bedding side, you got Sleeper Treep and Dreamhaven on the SSB side, and Golden Alex and Crown Jewel. Those combined, we've got over 1,500 members that are participating in that private label. And what the membership has realized is, it's exclusivity, special deals, but in their market they can't get shopped on that, Steve.
Right.
And that they love that. And when you come to PrimeTime, you've got the offers and you've got the select product, but what our membership keeps on coming to us. They, Jeff, our biggest challenge is foot traffic. And so, we incorporate, these incredible offers we have, the private labels, but we've been working diligently with our marketing team to come up with different campaigns that spread throughout the year, get outside just the national holidays, get those white spaces, and to help with the foot traffic. And that's a big thing that we're really concentrated on 2020, and you're going to see over the next couple months, the strong campaigns in our national during the national holidays, but with the white spaces in between those holidays, you're going to see some really neat campaigns to help drive those special deals and special products that we have.
Well, that's excellent. And of course, building traffic is great, but when they come in the store, if you can't turn the traffic into an invoice, it's a wasted investment.
Yep.
And so Nationwide and the Furniture Group has always been very dedicated to helping members build the best team.
Yep.
And through the Nationwide Learning Academy, and at the show, we had Mattress University, very popular part of the show. Tell us about that.
Well, so Mattress University, it's we've been doing it for a little while now, and it's really gaining some momentum. And we in New Orleans we had right around 250 members that came in and saw what we were doing and just the content, and so we went back to work, and we had 6 months to prepare, and so the team got together, and we called around to a lot of members, and they said they kept on saying, Jeff, we need help. We need help with our biggest challenge, which I said earlier, which was store traffic. So we had 3 sessions yesterday. It lasted about 3.5 hours, and it was all centered around store traffic. And so we had Michael Kirby from Tempur Sealy come up, and he talked about how to drive traffic into your store by advertising finance. Don't be scared to advertise finance. How much is this group a month instead of telling them that it's $17.99. Break it down for the consumer monthly, and raising the average ticket once the consumer comes in. And in our next session we had our president Tom Hickman. He actually was the moderator, and we had Serta Simmons Chief Marketing Officer Melanie Hewitt come in, and with our own Jennifer Danko for Nationwide, and actually a member on stage, and they just did a fireside chat just on different ways how digital marketing is helping foot traffic, the importance of websites. We talked about what Serta Simmons Bedding is doing in 2020 to help, and our partnership with Serta Simmons on the digital side just to help with the foot traffic. And last but not least, in the session 3 we had Dos Marcos. And these two guys are great. They're fun. They're interactive with the audience. And they did the title of their session, Steve, was how to capture Bigfoot traffic. All right. And when I mean to tell you, they took that to a whole new level. We actually brought in our own Johnny Lamp for the furniture side of things and dressed him up as Bigfoot. And we had a rap video. We had Bigfoot, on the record player. And I mean, just, it was fun and interactive, but it was all about store traffic and being different in your marketplace. And that's the one thing we just really, throughout the whole 3.5 hours, was just trying to let our dealers think outside of the box. Look at the culture inside of your business. Is it the right culture you want your community to see? And if it's not, what do you need to change, and trying to help them try to find that change. And so, a real cool thing that we did is we put index cards out on the table for everybody, and we had everybody, all the members that were there, they wrote the neatest thing they've done in their community to help drive store traffic into their store, and foot traffic into their store. And so we had over 300 index cards, which is different, cool, neat ideas. And so we're going to be actually posting those on MemberNet so dealers can see just different, fresh ideas that somebody in Georgia could see what they did in California or something, and maybe just find something that can help drive that challenge of foot traffic. So.
Well, invariably, at the end of the show, when we do our surveys, one of the common themes is that people say some of the best ideas they get come from their fellow members.
Yes.
And that's a perfect example of that.
It really is. And it's, we were really excited about doing that. When we walked in, then there was 300 members, and we had the index cards on there, and everybody's got their own unique way that they run their business, and you just never know what a dealer can write on a piece of paper to share. And one thing that I do right before my sessions is, we've got 300 people in a room, and before I even get started, I ask the whole membership to stand up, and I ask them to introduce themselves to the people around there, because we've got people on all four corners of the country, and we're a family, but you don't know everybody, and so just that one simple handshake could strike up a conversation the next day, and you get incredible independent brick and mortar retailers talking to one another. You have no idea what can happen. Right. And we've got a lot of great things on here, but one of the best things that we hear is just the connection that they have, just talking every day at lunch, on the show floor, different ideas that start. I mean, they make friends, but then they sit down and learn how to be better business people.
Right.
So,
well, the Mattress University was the feedback was it was really fun.
Yeah.
Speaking of fun, I was going through the furniture section. There were people playing video games in the furniture area. What's that all about?
You are correct, and so I've actually had my CE counterpart, Lee McDonald. They've been giving me a hard time. Like, really, Jeff, you're bringing a CE into the that's consumer electronics. Everybody, that's you're bringing CE into the furniture area, and so. So yes, it's all about what we're trying to do here is just bring different opportunities to our membership to help drive foot traffic. And this idea started a couple months ago, where I walked into my nephew's room, and my father-in-law was in there, and they were playing video games. Okay, my father-in-law is 86 years old, Steve. He's in this gaming chair. He's got the headset on, and he's playing Fortnite or something out there, and I know, and he's having the time of his life, and it just kind of got me thinking. This gaming chair, it had speakers in it, and I mean, it was a whole interactive, just incredible experience. And so it got me thinking. I started digging in, and I mean, this is a $1.8 billion industry. And once I started calling around, I found one of the leaders in gaming chairs called X-Rocker, and they were actually trying to look to get into the independent channel. And so we had flew out there, met with them, a lot of talks, and they're making an exclusive chair just for Nationwide. It's here in the booth. They've got a very cool interactive booth. So you got to look. I mean, for years, we've had sofas, we've had upholstery, we've had beds, and everything just kind of sits there. Well, now I plopped in these gaming chairs. There's there's televisions with basketball going on, and people sitting down actually playing video games in the furniture area, and it's just bringing buzz. And so so dealers are seeing this, and they're like, you know what, that'd be pretty cool to bring into my to my store. Just it's another opportunity, and that's all we're trying to do.
Yep.
So.
Well, it's been an exciting show, and of course there are thousands of members here.
Yes.
But at every prime time, there are also a lot of members who aren't here.
Yep.
And our appeal is, don't miss this. We're in Las Vegas in August. What do members have to look forward to that they've missed out on here that they can take advantage of? Those who join us in August.
Yeah, I mean that's just a great question, Steve. And I mean, you could the offers. I mean, they're fantastic. Everybody. I mean, it's not just smoke and mirrors or anything, guys. I mean, the offers are real. It helps with your margin. It's just extra money to your bottom line. And so you don't. I mean, we as soon as prime time's over, I mean, we take a deep breath for a couple weeks, and then we're right back at it, and we're negotiating hard on behalf of all the membership that's out there. But we want you to come to PrimeTime because there's so much more than just the product. We have such an incredible digital presence here where you can sit down and actually learn how. Don't be scared of the word digital. Our website vendor partners are here. Let's look at your website. Let's see if it's working in your market. And then you've got the membership that's here that you can sit and talk with. And so you ask what do we look forward to in Vegas. We're gonna continue to work hard for the membership and bring special deals that they'll never have before. There's going to be exclusive product that the membership can only have, and just continue on with the sessions of Mattress U and other vendor-led sessions for learning. I mean, there's incredible opportunities here for knowledge, for product, and for offering that you just don't want to miss.
It's great. Well, I'll let you get back to the show. Thank you so much for making
Steve,
time.
Steve, it's absolutely always a pleasure. Buddy.
Always a pleasure. Jeff Rose, everybody.
All right.
With
Thank
the
you very
prediction
much.
and betting. Steve Bryant at Nationwide's PrimeTime event, Houston, Texas.